Rob!
Ben.
Who said it? Tom Cruise, Charlie Sheen, or Mel Gibson? You ready for this?
Yeah, we may need to censor some of this, I'm guessing, but...
I love kids. I was a kid myself once. Tom Cruise, Charlie Sheen, or Mel Gibson? Which one, buddy?
Tom Cruise.
It is Tom Cruise,
Yes!
buddy! Well done.
I know my mentals.
Speaking of mentals...
We are them, so...
I cured it with my brain.
That's Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
That's Charlie Sheen.
I know that interview. I've studied that interview.
I blinked and I cured my brain. That's how. Everybody has the power.
I have cleansed myself. I closed my eyes, and in a nanosecond, I cured myself? It's the work of sissies. The only thing I'm addicted to is winning.
Oh, that's Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen, all day.
Alcoholics Anonymous reports a 5% success rate. My success rate is 100%.
Yeah. I'm always winning. I'm on tiger blood, man.
You know, I got tiger blood, man.
That's internet gold.
All right, then. So, who said it? Fucking Jews. The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world. Who said that, Rob? Does it sound like Tom Cruise? Does it sound like Charlie Sheen? Or does it, in fact, sound like Mel Gibson?
It sounds like famed anti-Semite racist Mel Gibson.
Another point for Rob McFarlane.
What I find funny about Mel Gibson, right, is there's a certain amount of, like, you've had your issues with addiction, I've had my issues with addiction.
Sure.
It's messy and stuff happens, right? And so there's a bit of me that goes...
I was banging 7-gram rocks. That's how I roll. Winning. I had one gear. Go. Epic. Winning.
Right.
But also, I've never been so fucked up that it made me racist.
Yeah, see, I wondered where this was going because I was like, I very publicly did my whole sobriety thing.
Yeah.
All fucking held accountable throughout the podcast.
Uh-huh.
Every fucking little wobble being sort of like, I just want some whiskey.
Are you bipolar? I'm by winning. Win here, win there, win everywhere. Winner.
Never once, though, have I blamed the Jews for all the wars in the world.
I think anybody who's has a modicum of sanity has to agree that they hate the idea of war.
Rob, who said it? This is talking about one of their girlfriends. Ready?
Right.
You're an embarrassment to me. You look like a fucking pig in heat. And if you get raped by a pack of... racial slur, it will be your fault. Does that sound like Tom Cruise? Does it sound like Charlie Sheen? Or does it in fact sound like Mel Gibson?
It sounds, in fact, like famed racist and mentalist Mel Gibson.
Another point for Rob McFarlane. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
You look like a on heat, and if you get raped by a pack, it'll be your fault. All right?
You're nailing this game, man.
Hey, fancy another one?
I mean...
Do you want another one?
You ready for another?
I was, but can the next one not be Mel Gibson? Because it just makes me really sad.
All right. Well, I'll switch it up this one. I'll switch it up for this one. I'm going to eat that placenta. I thought that would be good. Very nutritious.
What?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Okay, here's my thinking, right?
Sure.
Tom Cruise on Oprah.
Sure.
Something he could have said.
It is.
Charlie Sheen. Something he could have said when he found out a sex worker within the immediate vicinity was pregnant.
Shut up. Stop. Move forward.
It also feels like something that Mel Gibson could have said as a threat to a minority.
No, 100%. It works for all of them. That's what makes it so good.
I'm going to go Tom Cruise.
It is Tom Cruise, buddy.
Yes.
I didn't think you'd get that.
No, mate. I know my mental. As a certified head case myself, I've got the badge. I've got the certificate. I've got the fucking meds.
All right.
I can sit here and go, my people.
All right. That makes sense.
Not Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's not my people.
That's on public record. Boom, buddy. Done. All right. Well, this is one of our famed fellas talking to his girlfriend. Threaten you. I'll put you in a fucking rose garden, you fuck.
I'll put you in a rose garden.
Put you in a fucking rose garden, you fuck.
Right, so I would say Mel Gibson initially.
Yeah, it's obviously Mel Gibson.
Right, but here's the thing. It's such a left of field insult. I don't get the context.
He's saying that he can bury you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, we'll just take a stroll around the grounds. Do you know what I mean?
That's the posh in you, man. You heard Rose Garden and instantly thought, well, that's a lovely Tuesday afternoon.
No,
what a nice fella.
Rose Garden for me was, I once worked at Hyde Park Calling, quite young.
Sure.
I was like part of the sound crew. And I didn't realise that the Hyde Park has a Rose Garden and it's used for like cottaging, which for US listeners is when homosexual men have sex with strangers at night in a public place.
I just thought that was dogging.
Well, but in the homosexual culture, it's a different word, Ben, because people like different labels for things, right? You don't want to go to a dogging and accidentally be at a cottaging, right? That would be embarrassing. You don't want to be the only girl in the cottage just feeling unloved, right? So... I wasn't
Only Girl in a Cottage sounds like a fucking Darren Aronofsky film that's about to come out through A24. Do you know what I mean?
It probably is. So I was unaware, and I didn't vape at the time. I was smoking analogs. So
Sure.
I lit my cigarette whilst walking through the Rose Garden at like 1 a.m.
Right.
And then just the fucking bushes lit up with lighters, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Right.
And then
that's very polite, though. I mean, if you were ever looking for a lighter in Hyde Park, I think the message there is wander through the Rose Garden at 1 a.m.
No, what happened is they all followed me to the bus stop, thinking, because obviously that was the signal. They were like, "Oh, well, here's a new guy," and they're all like, "Oh, this is exciting." And then I carried on walking, and then I got to the bus stop, and you could just see the group of people behind me going, "Oh, fuck's sakes," and turning around to go back in the bushes.
Boys, back to the bushes. Fuck me, man. Again?
Yeah.
We're here to bum. We're not here to light cigarettes.
As a straight enough teenage boy, though, it did feel a little bit like that scene in Jurassic Park with like, "Don't go into the long grass."
Oh,
just converging.
See, you see, it's being hunted by velociraptors. I've been like, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm feeling like I needed a compliment today. You know what I mean?
When I was on the safety of the bus, that's how I felt.
Sure.
But at the time, I was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just being pursued by men.
Right.
So only when I googled it later, I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, so this whole made-up story is just to fucking justify your Google history. Right. One last one to round the fucking game out. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
This is a hard one. It's a curveball, but it's also kind of it's relevant to the whole mental health aspect that we like to focus on our podcast.
All three of them are. So yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of our fellas to his girlfriend at the time.
Mel Gibson.
I don't need medication. You need a fucking bat to the side of the head. Is that Tom Cruise, or is it Charlie Sheen, or is it in fact Melius Gibson?
Do you know Mel Gibson's full name?
No. Mad Max.
No.
What is it?
It's Mel Columcille Gerard Gibson.
Okay.
Columcille. COLUMCILLE. And I think it is Mel Columcille Gerard Gibson who is suggesting that he's going to throw a small flying rodent at someone's head.
I think he means baseball bat, but that's fine, buddy. The point still goes to you, mate. Good job, buddy. Good job. There you go, man.
I think I did pretty good on that one.
Mate, we had so many fucking options here. Do you want to... some of the shit that Tom Cruise has said, it's crazy. I mean, here's one that I don't think you would have gotten. So, whilst discussing Scientology, the quote is, brackets, high-pitched, insane-sounding laughter, close brackets. That's the entire quote.
Yes. I mean, that is...
Curveball, right? You wouldn't have known that was Tom Cruise.
I mean, that is Tom Cruise. You've seen his Scientology video, right?
Yeah, I love that. Dude, I'm a fucking huge Tom Cruise fan. Sign me up for the Scientology shit. I'm massively obsessed with it. Obviously, I don't want to be a Scientologist.
Right, okay, yeah, because I was about to come around your house and just put a pillow over your face while you slept. As the kinder choice. Hush, little baby, don't say a word.
What a way to go. Guys, thanks you so much for joining us on the Every Movie Ever podcast. Go and check out our fucking audio show. It's available everywhere. We've just got done covering S. Craig Zahler, Dragged Across Concrete. We've done all of his movies. I don't know. There's fucking loads there. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Love ya.
Bye. Cool.